Hey guys, I got my hair up today because I'm like hot and I kept getting my hair stuck in my paint. So today I wanted to kind of do the rest of the floor so I could show you how I did it again. Like I made a video yesterday and I erased it. I like deleted it before it even went up there. So I was like, I don't know, everything I've been doing lately, I feel like it's coming from like some kind of depression. And I'm not even depressed. But when I'm talking, I feel like it sounds like I'm depressed or something. I don't know how to explain it, so I'm hoping it doesn't come up like this today. Am I letting you see? Yeah. And I got some music playing on the background. Actually, it on the television is this channel called Ar Aurelio Salvador, and he plays music while showing pictures of paintings by specific people. Like one will be like Alice Neal. This one is John Erdley, or maybe it'll be uh, whoever's next. So anyway, I was being silly. Um, that's better. So that's what's in the background music playing. Actually, my hair looks kind of cute. It looks like I actually did something. And really what it is both my ponytails, I just wrapped it around and then put this on it. And then these two kind of popped out. And actually, I think it looks really, really cute. That's funny. So anyway, today I used some, I mixed burnt sienna, the golden slow drying ones. These are great, I'm telling you. Oh, I dropped something. Hold on. Okay, that burnt sienna, um, raw, burnt umber, raw umber, and some Van Dyke brown with a little, where is it? Oh, here it is, with a little Van Dyke red, just a little tad, just a tiny little bit. Boop. Hey, you guys, I look kind of good, like my skin looks kind of good. How do you use filters on man, I got lighting and stuff going on, and that changes. Like if I had like just straight up white light shining on me, it would look terrible. Make sure it's on. But right now, with the lighting and the color of the painting bouncing off me, yeah, it looks kind of good. But how do you use filters? I want to kind of see see like if I try to use one of them filters on TikTok or whatever, it gets rid of all my freckles. It makes me look pale. I don't know how to explain it. Oh, and also I'm using some glazing fluid, medium, and I mix that all up just so that it'll be like a different kind of color than the other wood. Like I try to I'm trying to make all the wood not exactly the same color. You know what I mean? Because I wanted it to look like real. Because wood does not all look the same, you know? Hold on. And then I try to come right down with a line. So it's like the edge of, if you could see it, let me get real close for you. Sometimes see the edge? And it looks straight. It looks like it's a little darker than the regular colors. Sorry about that. um, so I try to make it so the edge is there, but sometimes I can also make it so it's like a little bit more messy. But I'm trying to make all the edges good. Now, since I'm at the bottom, I'm trying to do this thing where it kind of like it's all messy. Like, watch. It's just doom. Like like it's just fading out. Yeah, I need this to be a little bit different. There it goes. And I also want it to be different than all the other ones. That's good. Only got 1, 2, 3 left. And I already did the top part of it. So it's almost done. After I do this, I was thinking about making the top part like a red curtain. But then I was thinking, you know what? I think I'm gonna make it into a mirror, with a bar, and or maybe like just part of it's a curtain here, and maybe here on this other side, and then make the middle the mirror with a bar that they would usually dance at. So, yep, that's exactly what I'm going to do. And I got a couple things that I can use that's mirrored like. So I'm hoping that will work out good because it's kind of like it's in a marker, you know what I mean, like in a pen. So it could it could run out. So what I want to do is I'm going to take it and I'm going to start like in the middle and keep going back and forth, because in case it runs out, and then I'll just have that much, and then the rest will be like a red curtain, and maybe like a creepy guy peeking out from behind it, along with this creepy guy over here. He's got binoculars, and it's not colored in. The binoculars are going to be, black. Do you guys hear the music? I'll find out when I check the recording, because I got it up there, and my microphone's here. I guess this way, if it doesn't show up, that could just be a warning for me. One time I played music in the background of my videos, and it got not it wasn't a copyright strike, but it was like, if I'm making money from it, I'm not going to get it. You know what I mean? Forget copyright. It's like a copyright warning. Like, it doesn't really hurt your channel, but since I don't make any money, I could have left it. But I got scared because of the copyright word, and I got scared, and I was like, "Oh, I think I better take this down, because I don't want any kind of strikes or anything." So I really like the way this is really coming out. I did it by mistake, and then it worked. Look at that. Man, that looks so good. I am so excited about how good this looks. I'm looking at it in the camera right now. This part's a little really. This is the beginning where I started, and it's a little light. But you know what? I'm keeping it like that because this, if you ever, like, I grew up with, my house was all this wood, and it was beautiful. My mom would put a layer of wax on it, so it was always shiny. And I guess like part of this is kind of like from my childhood, because growing up in this house was like the best. Besides being married to my husband, it was the best years of my life living in that house. If I had the money, I would have bought that house for my mom. Um, but yeah, then she covered it with carpet, which I liked better because I have a weird thing about my feet touching wood or tile barefoot, so I'd have to wear socks. And then when they got wall to wall carpeting, I was in heaven, and that was in the '70s. So, but my neighbor across the street, the Doughertys, right? They had the same wood floors, and their mom, they had 5 kids, So it was weird. Like, she would wash her floor every single day. I mean, every day. Not one day didn't she wash that floor, and the floor was so. How do I? Oh shit! I messed up. Run. That floor was so. It reminds me of this because she scrubbed it so much that the wood was just so bare, almost like a barn. Like, it was so, but it was always so. She always made her kids take off their shoes. They had to stay outside when she was scrubbing the floors every single day. Having 5 kids was hard. My mom had 3, and we were like, yes, sir. Like, we were all really good kids and stuff. But this wood floor reminds me of growing up on Fifth Avenue. Because even though, maybe Joanne wouldn't have, maybe her memories of washing that floor wasn't good, but to me it was, because it was like, even though it wasn't my house, it was still part of my childhood. Going over there across the street, I used to sleep over there. I used to, they used to be my good friends until till Jackie. Um, she was. I'm going to tell it. So I finally got a boyfriend. No boy ever liked me. They just didn't. And this boy actually liked me. And he went to the Catholic school, and I went to public school. And Jackie went to the Catholic school. So I was giving her letters to give to him. And she was my friend from baby. We were babies together. And she stole my boyfriend. Like, I was like, huh? Like, I remember that being the most devastating thing that's ever happened to me in the world. I knew what the word suicide meant at that point, because I was so broken from this girl doing this to me. Um, She never said sorry. She never said anything about it. She acted like, well, who cares, whatever, I guess. But it was the most painful thing that I had ever experienced. Shortly after that, I got really into drugs, put it that way, because my parents were breaking up at the same time. And then not only did my parents break up, but my friend of, you know, 13, 14 years from baby, literally destroyed my heart. And it was like something that, like, I would have never, I was never that girl that took boys away from like, I would never do that. As a matter of fact, I even just never had a boyfriend after that. That was the last time I had a boyfriend until I got married. For real. Because, like, I couldn't deal with being hurt like that again from a friend who was that close to me. It was so fucking devastating. I can't even explain to you how painful that memory is. And while it was happening, I yeah, it was the first time I knew what, like, heartbreak was, And yeah, all kids break up with their boyfriend. It wasn't about the boy. I was still friends with him on Facebook, right? It was about this girl who, it was about her doing that to me. Like, I trusted her because she was like a sister. And what did she do? She took my boyfriend. Like, and I never had a boy. Like, again, I never ever even tried to have a boyfriend after that. That's for damn sure. And again, it wasn't about the boy, because he was a nice kid. He wasn't part of my childhood. You know what I mean? He meant nothing. That wasn't the hurtful part. Again, boys and girls break up at that age, but for somebody that close to me to do such a thing. I would never. I would never do that. You know, I was like that friend who, like, all my friends trusted me with their boyfriends. Put it that way. Like, every single one of my friends had boyfriends, and I even had one of my friends' boyfriends who she married sleep over my house, like, because he was just like out partying, and he had a real sad story, but he was just my friend. I wasn't sleeping with him. Like, I don't know, like, and nobody would expect that I would do that to them. Never. Because I just never would. I would have never, ever done anything like that to any of my friends. And I never did. I think that what she did was so terribly painful. And I did make a video about that one time, but it was like on private. Oh, this wood panel is kind of hard to do because of her legs. It's on a private video, and I let one girl watch it because I wanted to know how she felt about it. Like, am I being stupid or whatever? Anyways, now that this was part of this. Okay, all right, this it's gonna have to look like that. All right, so let's see. Ooh, that's looking good. Okay, I'm at the very end. So yeah, when I'm painting stuff and it reminds me of like my childhood or whatever, I'll like flash back to all that stuff, you know? I'll flash back to memories. You guys do that? All right, look at that. On camera, that middle part looks super duper weak. And on in person it does too. It kind of sticks out funny. Maybe I should just add a little bit more to it. You know? There we go. Add a little bit more water and then kind of darken it up. Yeah, that's a little better. All right, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Add more water though. So yeah, so anyway, yeah, I think that um, children do some shitty stuff to each other, you know. But I guess my morals or whatever were a little bit different than others. I'm kind of not that I have better morals, just like I have like strange beliefs, and a lot of my friends or even my family are like, "Meg, that's really weird." So I get it. I get it a lot. I understand that people don't get me, but I do think if you have a friend and you shouldn't try to take their boyfriends or try to hurt them, you're supposed to be loyal to your friends. Something I always did, or I always tried to. You know, like when I got into the drugs, I had to abandon my morals, like to the utmost. Like for real, like I did some stuff that I would never do. I would never do. But I needed the drugs, you know, and that's not a reason. But look at that. That looks like a lot better. I'm just trying to darken these ones up. I am using a lot of water too. There we go. So look at that. That one right here is so like almost clear. There we go. Hmm. How's that look? Let me see in the camera. Yeah. And I'm not doing this one now. Yeah, there you go. Darken that up. So yeah, the simple painting of these wood panels on the floor brought me back to childhood, brought me back to memories, brought me back to things that I was things that hurt me in childhood, things that made me happy. Because let me tell you something, being on Fifth Avenue and having wood floor, some great memories, man. Like, and it just, I think I did really good on these floors, you know? Man, wait until the mirror goes up, right? Did I ramble too much about childhood? Sorry. Like, just what, just what I felt like doing, you know? I don't know about you, but when I'm painting something and I'm feeling something deeply or something pops up, I feel like it's a healing thing, talking about how this girl, Jackie, done me wrong like that. And it stung me so bad. I ended up doing drugs along with my parents divorcing. But that was like a helpful thing because like that helped me go, oh yeah, fuck everybody. If that person who is like my best friend from being a baby could do that to me, what are other people like? Fuck this. I ain't never having a boyfriend again. That was painful. You know, here's me. I never went to dances with boys. Boys didn't ask me to go out on a date. The two that did actually tried to sexually assault me, and it was like, and one time I had to jump out of a second floor of the house. And I jumped down to the tree and then I got down and I took off down the street. Like that was scary as hell. And, but yeah, like I had some weird experiences, like, and I was not abused as a child. Nothing bad ever happened to me in my past like that. You know what I mean? Because I would have beat their ass, um, but when something painful comes up while you're doing some of your art, man, talk about it. Get it out, man. Take it out. Get it out on the brush and get it out and go, yes, this hurt me. And now I'm whole because you deserve to be whole. You do not deserve to be broken. Okay? Some of us artists are a little mentally off because if we weren't, we wouldn't be artists, right? We wouldn't be standing here 8 hours a day staring at a blank canvas like that one, or painting paintings all day long and like we are a little off, but you don't have to be broken. Okay, you can be healed and whole while doing your painting. Get it out, man. And don't worry about what anybody else is thinking or feels. Nobody else cared about how I felt when they were stealing my boyfriend, right? So, like, yeah, dig that, right? They're not watching my videos. They don't even. I'm not even a part of their lives anymore, right? But I'm whole. I'm whole because I was able to grasp where the pain was in my heart, pull it out, and paint it on there. So yeah, dig it, man. You have a great day, and thanks for watching, man. Bye bye.